Hey everybody, it's Rob with Cherry City Guns and Ammo, and today we're taking a look at the new Smith & Wesson M&P 2.0 in 10mm. Stick around. So yeah, the M&P 10mm. I've been wanting this gun before they announced that they were going to make it. I'm a big 10mm fan. I've had several 10mm, and I'm a big fan of the M&P series. The M&P series, you know, they're really great guns for many reasons. They really seem to be rather dependable. But one of the big differences between it and like a Glock, which is pretty much your only other, mass factory produced high capacity 10mm, is the Glock is just so ugly. You know, I had a Glock 20, and I had no issues with it. You know, it was reliable, it shot well, but boy, is it a brick. Ergonomics are pretty terrible, and this, I couldn't say a whole lot more for it in the positive for how it looks. That is just a really, really handsome gun. You know, it looks beautiful, and the ergonomics blow the Glock away. Number one, like most M&Ps, this back strap is completely interchangeable. You pull that pin, which also becomes a disassembly pin, and your grip, these are rather tight, but your grip pops off of there, just trust me. And it comes with like 4 of them. Now I've got rather large hands, so I've got the biggest size, but it comes with a medium large, a large, and an extra large. This is an extra large. They don't really change the profile as far as like the back strap goes. It's more like a width thing. You can see that has a tremendous palm swell on it. And for me, I dig that a lot. And I know I just muzzled myself, but off camera I did clear it. Anyway, I really dig it a lot. I did get the one with the safety on it. I do plan on carrying this, and I got with the one with the longer barrel. These are being offered with, was it a 4 and a 4.6 inch barrel? This is the 4.6. Might catch some hate for an O-light being on there. I don't really care. I know they're made in China, but they're affordable and they seem to work pretty well. I've never had an issue with them. And then I've got a Holosun 507C on top of it. One of the big changes between the original M&P and these 2.0s is these are coming from the factory, at least with the 10mm model. They're all cut for a red dot, which I really dig. And you don't have to just throw a red dot on there and then also buy new sights and change your sights out so you can co-witness. It comes with suppressor height sights. So they're already set up where you're able to co-witness with the irons through the red dot. So if your battery goes out on your red dot, which, I mean, good luck with the Holosun. But even then, you know, if something goes wrong with your red dot, you don't have to take it off. You can still use your irons without a problem. The other difference is this texture. If you look at this, I've got an original M&P and 45 ACP. This was a police buyback gun. It has kind of this like orange peely type texture on the replaceable grip panel, and then a little bit on the front strap, but it's still pretty smooth. It's good. I don't hate it, but it's still fairly smooth. This thing is super aggressive, which I really dig. Like, I feel like I could sand a 2x4 down with it. I like that really super aggressive texture. A lot of things are very much the same. It's just a lot of little things that are different. You know, it's the same scalloped rear serrations, but on the original M&P, the front serrations have that same scalloped appearance. This 2.0, it's kind of a little bit more of an S. Which, I mean, I don't think it really changed it as far as, you know, from a usability standpoint goes. But they kind of look a little sexier in my opinion. But yeah, I dig this. Another thing is huge, and we'll go over it later, is the trigger. We'll go over that later. I'm going to get another mag loaded up. We're going to do some more shooting and see what we think of that thing. Alright, we're loaded up here with the full mag. It is a 15 round mag, so you definitely have a nice full capacity for a really hard hitting cartridge. Let's do some shooting around here. Let's hit our hostage popper. I might have to readjust that silhouette. It's hanging kind of crooked. Let's go down the plate rack here. Apparently I can't hit the little guy. Let's hit the big guy again. There we go. We hit the little guy in the last round. You know, 10 millimeter, as you can see by the way those plates are dancing, it's really hard. It's really loud. It's a hell of a thumper cartridge for an auto-loading gun. But you don't really mind the recoil in this. You know, it's very, very manageable. And one thing I said we were going to talk about earlier, we're going to talk about now is the trigger. The trigger between the original and the 2.0 is the original has this really curved hooked trigger, and it kind of has a little like hinge in the middle. A lot of people like the feeling of that hook trigger, how it kind of wraps around their finger, and a lot of people really hate it. But one thing that people seem to kind of universally hate is the feel of the trigger. It kind of stacks up on you and it kind of creeps, and it's kind of a mushy break. But what's even worse, you hold the trigger down, rack the slide like you would after you've fired around, and you try to feel the reset. You can barely feel it and you can't hear it all. It's not even slightly audible. And as far as tactile goes, it really is not tactile. I've kind of figured it out, I've kind of learned, but it's a ton easier when I'm sitting here dry firing it than it is when you're actually shooting it on the range. It's a lot harder to find it. And so I've found times where I thought I got to it and I go to pull the trigger, nothing happens because I never actually hit the reset point. So there's a lot of times I end up completely taking my finger off the trigger between shots, which I absolutely hate. I hate doing that. They have definitely fixed that with the 2.0. Number one, you kind of have this little safety fin in the middle. But other than that, it's a flat face trigger. It has a curve up here, but this part is all flat faced. It's not the best trigger in the world. Still stacks a little bit, still creeps a little bit, but not nearly as much. And the reset, very audible, very tactile. So very easy to tell when you've hit the reset. So just that change was enough for me to like this a whole lot more than the original. But I'm really digging this. Let's load up another mag and we'll see what we can do long range with this thing. Alright, so it's raining pretty good now. We moved under a canopy. We've had a lot of rain here lately, and we've got a lot in our forecast along with a bunch of snow coming next week. So we kind of needed to come out here and get some videos made today, whether the rain was going to help us out or not. So we're just making the best of it. So now I want to see what I can do long range with this gun. Right there you can see our 60-yard targets. We've got a silhouette and an 8-inch plate. Let's see how it does at distance. Let's see, go for the silhouette first. Hit. Nice. You know, having that really good reset sure helps in this. They're hitting the silhouette okay. I'm not sure where we're hitting it, but we're hitting it okay. Let's try the 8-inch plate. And I ruined my shepherd's hook. It was already kind of propped up there with a stick, so I'm not worried about it. So hitting an 8-inch plate at 60 yards. Let's see about hitting that 100-yard silhouette way out there. It's to the right of that big paper target. No idea where I'm hitting, but I'm gonna lower the power on the red dot. Anybody seeing anything? Am I hitting high and right? Okay. Alright, I probably need to shoot a little bit more to be able to shoot consistently at 100. That is asking a lot of any handgun. Let's go back to the 60-yard silhouette. I can't hit that either anymore. There we go. Not bad, you know, for our first time out, shooting any pistol at distance, especially first time out. We can hit a 60 yard with decent consistency. That's not too bad. Let's load up some more and shoot some more close range. All right, we had to take a little bit of a break because it was like raining really hard and there was actually slush mixed in the rain. It's still raining, but not quite as bad. So let's do a little more shooting. So I'm going to tell you, these rounds that I'm currently shooting are cast rounds that I loaded at home, and I'm using cellular and Ballot primers. And I have found some of these cellular and Ballot primers are a little inconsistent. Some of them, seems like the primer cup's pretty hard, and not all of them are firing properly. And my red dot is coming off. Okay. I just lost a screw out of the red dot. Ooh. So in the middle of shooting, we had a rather unfortunate malfunction. I thought one of the screws from the red dot had backed out, and because it was completely gone, and the red dot had turned kind of sideways. I took out the one screw that was left, and we found out we weren't missing a screw. If you look right here, one of the screws in the hollow sun actually sheared off. The head sheared off. And so that's why it went crooked. And then it also kind of, because it was flopping around, it actually sheared one of the little pins off the base plate that it was mounted to. I can't blame it on the gun. I mean, the base plates are plastic, which I kind of thought that was a little hokey and cheap. So that kind of sucks. But those screws came with the hollow sun. So I can't get mad at Smith & Wesson or blame them for that, because that wasn't their screw, it was the hollow sun screw. Luckily we still have some iron sights. We'll go ahead and finish up and do some more shooting. Have to do it old school. Oh, there's one of those light primer strikes like I talked about. Let's go down our plate rack. There we go. Had to figure out where to hold. Okay, so now we're going to do an experiment. I've heard this is possible, haven't tested it, but we've got another mag loaded up. This is not the magazine that came with this 10mm. This is actually the 10 round 45 ACP mag out of my Gen 1 M&P 45 ACP. It clicks into place, like it actually feeds in there and clicks and holds solid. The angle looks a little extreme, but it seemed to work. Let's see how it runs that 45 ACP mag in it. I can't hit anything I'm aiming at. Oh. And those light primer strikes. Another one. But the feeding seems to be really good. Oh, see, we caught one. So it does seem like when they are sitting in the mag, they're sitting up at kind of an extreme angle. And it seems to mostly work. But we did find one there where it did hang up on the hood of the barrel. Oh, there's another one. So, do the 45 ACP mags work? In a jam, kind of. Does it work super reliable? No, but now we know. Oh, see, we got another one hung up there. So yeah, 45 ACP mags don't really work. Now it could be, you might be able to go and bend the feed rails on there in a little bit to keep the angle more what it needs to be. But I would only maybe consider doing that like if I found a bunch of these 45 ACP mags for cheap and I just wanted them for backup. But also, that didn't lock the slide back. We are empty, chamber's empty. It failed to catch the slide and lock it back. So let's load up with some good good Ramo that don't have light primers. Let's see if we can hit the 60 yard with our iron sights. Alright, so we're loaded up with some more factory ammo, not using bad primers that are really hard. And we figured, let's see if I can hit the 60 yard gong with open sights. I should. I mean, I do it all the time with other guns. I just haven't shot this gun at that distance. Trying different hold points. Not quite sure where to hold. No idea where I'm hitting here. There we go. Not a clue where I'm hitting or where I need to hold. Well, I couldn't hit it. Anyway. Well, that was rather unfortunate what happened there. Once again, I can't blame it on the M&P. The screw that broke, it was a screw from the Hollow Sun, so I'm kind of disappointed that broke. I am a little disappointed in the plastic adapter base plate. I know they make it out of plastic. I would have been much happier if they had been made out of steel. So that if I could change one thing, that's what I would change. Other than that, I really like this gun. I don't see this going anywhere anytime soon. I think it's going to become my regular woods carry gun, out hunting and whatnot. I just, I love having a full capacity gun that shoots 10mm. I've got my Kimber long slide target and it shoots great and it's fun to shoot, but it's a single stack 1911 and it's really, really long. And I like my Banshee, but that's not really a carry gun when you're out hunting. So I think this is going to become kind of my regular companion in the woods. And probably sit on the nightstand quite a bit. Once again, I know there's a bunch of people that bash Olight. I don't have a problem with Olight. And I can always switch it out. It's easy enough, quick change. But yeah, I really like this gun. I'm really impressed with it. I'm very happy for my first outing with it. Hopefully I can get a little better screws and get a red dot put back on there. But anyway, yeah, I'm super, super happy that I got this. I've been chomping at the bit, like I said, to get one in my hands. I said for years that this is something that Smith & Wesson needed to do. So I was thrilled when I found out that they were actually doing it. And I think they've done a pretty good job. So anyway, thanks for watching the video. Hopefully we'll see you on another video here real soon. The weather's not been cooperative with trying to get some videos done. But I think we've got a plan in place where we'll be able to get videos out really regular to you throughout the rest of this winter. Anyway, thanks again, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.